Ah, shit, I didn't record it. You know what? Screw it. Either way, we can just use your recording and hope it doesn't fail. This is the intro we're going with. Hello, folks.
Hi everyone, welcome to Toonkind D&D at 12 FPS. My name is Jade, or Mega Magma in online circles, and I today we have for you the FPS memory tapes. This one has been a long time coming, as well as also following a very long line of events. If you are not currently caught up with the Ton family games or the playlist, I would suggest doing so now. Um,
Yeah, and if you're here because this is probably on the beginning of the playlist that I'm making for my shit, hello. You're missing so much context.
it's fine, don't worry about it. So,
It's close, chill.
but
Also, I'm
listen,
Petals, also known as, or I'm the gardening clown, also known as Petals. I also exist.
yes, they're the wonderful, the amazing, the lovely, the absolutely creative and best, the one of my bestest friends, Petals.
In a reverse card, fucker.
I will kill you. Anyways, so today we will be playing. I'll be playing Victrola. The
Yes, we're
small,
both playing this one character.
yeah. We're both playing Victrola. No, I'll be playing Victrola. Um,
I'm gonna be playing as that damned comedian,
yeah,
that funky gardener, Daffodil, Daffodil Dartwood. She exists. Hello.
Daffodil Beloved. Um, uh,
We are professionals.
yes, we are very much professionals. So, a little bit of catch up. If you're following along the storyline, then you know exactly where we're picking this up from. Um, it's been a couple of, I'd say probably 20 minutes. I'm unsure as to how far Daffodil's home is actually from Chinese, but I do know that's where Victrola would have headed first. And so it's late at night, or not late at night actually. It's probably just starting to like the night is starting to come in, to the point where the sky is like that bright orange, and the sun is just beginning to
Like
set.
sunset.
And you've probably closed for at least an hour or two, cleaning up after your little shop, if I had to guess. Um,
Mm. That or procrastinating. One or
Out of
the other.
procrastinating, one or the other. When the where is Daffodil right now?
Let's see. Well, she's probably at her flower shop, just like heckin'.
To the bottom
Uh,
floor.
yeah, like bottom floor of it, like where the shop part of it is, like, um, maybe she like just finished like maybe like closing up shop and stuff, like maybe just finished locking the door or something, and like,
As
or not locking the, like,
yeah,
like she just finished like, yeah, like locking stuff, turning off some of the lights. Well, probably not. Actually, I think about maybe the lights are still on,
probably for the
cause
flowers,
like,
yeah.
yeah, for
But
the flowers. Maybe she's like doing a word search or something, crossing out some other things,
yeah.
as one
Um,
does.
so as you're locking up, because the flowers probably are in cases themselves, which can be locked up mainly for just looks, but um, and to help keep like the humidity of the flower for certain flowers in. When you hear a
Yeah.
bang 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 on the door and it does not stop.
Uh.
Daffodil!
Well. Huh? Wait, and she like runs up, like probably recognizing the voice, like maybe like Victrola's visited like a few other times with Trinity, like,
Mm-hmm.
for like, yeah. So she'd probably at least recognize the voice and to sprint over to the door, grab her keys, unlock it, and open the door to see.
You see a Victrola with her usual little dog hoodie and still wearing her Campen like bandana. She is crying, like genuinely just bawl out crying, and uh, immediately upon you opening the door, she just starts spouting like, my Trinity did he pick me up from camp and he's not home and the place is trashed and I didn't know where to go.
Oh, slow down, slow down. What? Here, what happened?
Trinity was supposed to pick me up from camp and I, it takes like a couple of minutes before you're able to get some information out of Victrola, and the basic story of it is that Trini was supposed to pick up Victrola from camp today, early in the morning, and or like was supposed to head out early in the morning and pick up Victrola, um, because it's about a like almost half a day ride all the way over there, um, and when he didn't show up, she made it home, and it was already late, and apparently he's not there, and their home is destroyed according to the best of your ability.
Yeah, immediate concern about that. I mean, concern about the, like, Trinity's crying sister over, like, just being here alone in the first place, but that's even more concerning.
I don't know what to do. I don't and it is at that point where you see Victrola suddenly stop and immediately say, the tapes, and Victrola just runs out out of the store.
I can think of.
You're a rogue, aren't you?
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, no.
You can bonus action dash to catch. Yeah, you can definitely catch up with her.
I was about to say, yeah, no. Daffodil's gonna run after. Just, hey, wait! Just like, yeah, runs after her definitely. Probably is able to catch up pretty fast.
Oh yeah, no. With your bonus action dash, you have more than enough speed to catch up with her. Even with Expeditious Retreat that she has, she is not like she's not thinking clearly, and so she's not casting that. What do you do when you catch up? Are you picking her up or are you just following her?
Following, because Daffodil is still like she's still a little like processing everything, just trying to figure out what the heck is happening. I mean, like, yeah, just heckin' like, sorry, it's just brain's a little empty right now.
You're
and
so valid.
Also, yeah, like, heckin' brain chose the worst time to space out. Yeah, just following her along to, like, yeah, to the apartment to just get a visual of really what's happening.
Okay, so following her along to the apartment, you know where Chinese apartment is at. You probably come to it maybe for coffee a couple of times.
Yeah, probably.
And so, it is immediately noticeable upon arrival. The door has been left open, and so like Victrola's backpack is still on the floor, like it has, like from where she dropped it in the final day, and you see her like immediately go inside, and as you push open the door, the place has been basically trashed. Um, the chairs are thrown all over the place. Some of the portraits on the wall have fallen down, including the butterfly scale. Um, you see the like part of the door in Victrola's room immediately to her left has been like torn open, and like actually like torn, um, almost as if somebody like grabbed an axe and just broke through it. Here comes Johnny style. Triny's door is just like on the floor, like it's no longer there, and you see Victrola immediately head in that direction.
I think Daffodil just stares at the place for a moment, just like hand over her mouth, just kind of in just what's the word for this? Horror? Probably one of probably emotions similar to that.
Fear. Fear is a good one.
Fear, yeah. Oh gosh. But probably for more reasons than just fear. But that's a discussion for another day, anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you see,
Uh,
eventually Victrola does come out, and um, she is coming out with like a box, like a really heavy box. Actually, she's having trouble carrying it.
I think Daffodil might go over to like maybe help her with the box, cause yeah, like yeah, just help her.
Yeah, she places it down, and on top of it are VHS tapes, or like inside of it are VHS tapes. These are Chinese memories. These are Chinese memories. The ones that still need to be sorted. You see that most of them are left unlabeled, which is unlike Trini, who is very good at labeling most of his VHS tapes. These are the latest ones you made. You see, at this point, Victrola is starting to basically have a small panic attack.
Yeah, maybe after just like like I, sorry, brain's still doesn't know how to process things, and I guess neither does Daphne. But
Mm-hmm.
no, okay, she might try to like uh. Hmm. Okay, well, first I need to think of how to help someone during a panic attack. Just to like, hmm. Uh, again, I'm sorry for brain not functioning right now, but I need to think of what
You're so valid.
character would do here. Just like, hmm. My brain. Can't think of shit. Uh, like maybe,
Go with
well,
the thought.
she'd probably hesitate a lot before, like just generally, you know, just not knowing what to do here before, maybe just trying to give her like put a hand on her shoulder, just try to get her to calm down, or not to calm down, just to like breathe.
Yeah, the moment that you do so, she immediately pulls you in for a hug.
Okay, well, yeah, she'll just hold her. Give her as much time as she needs.
Uh, it takes a bit. It takes quite a bit. This kid has been through a lot in the past 24 hours. Um, uh, During that, you can take a pretty good look around if you wanted to. If you want to roll a perception check, I can tell you like a little bit more in detail as to what you see around the apartment.
I will do that. What is? Let's see, Daphne, what is your perception? It's +3. 13.
13. Okay. With the 13, you catch a like now that you're able to like actually stop and you're not just going from piece to piece to piece to piece like all around the apartment looking at like how it's been destroyed. You can immediately notice a couple of things. The door was the from Chinese room was definitely broken inwards, meaning somebody broke into his room instead of like trying making his way out. Um, uh, Another thing is that you see the window on the far side of the apartment, the one that's next to the couch, has been broken, and it's broken inwards, meaning all of the glass fell inside, meaning somebody came from the outside through that window into the apartment. That gives you immediately a line of like how they basically broke inside. Another thing you notice is that the VHS, like all of the VHS basically have been toppled over. Some of them are sadly not, you know, they're they're not well. They were
Hmm.
probably damaged during the attack. And the last thing you notice is that the TV here, um, isn't like there is a TV here, but it's broken. But the VHS player is still intact, which is good because I don't think Daffodil would have had a VHS player. So
Yeah, I didn't know if she would or not. I mean, I had to write stuff down, but yeah.
yeah.
Like at some point, Daffodil just like not letting go of the hug, just kind of pick up Victrola and maybe try to like push the like VHS player along with her like foot or something and just get out. Just we probably shouldn't stay here long.
You just feel like her nodding into into the nook of your neck. Um, thank you, Windows Security, for making that noise. I hope that got caught in the recording. Cool. Anyways, uh, you managed to by yourself. You can like you're picking up Victrola, but you managed to eventually grab a box. Maybe you call a cab. I don't know. That way you're not carrying a box, a child, and a VHS player all at once.
Yeah. It's definitely a hassle to get it down the stairs, that's for sure.
Well, there's an elevator, so at least that's
an elevator. Okay.
At least that's easy.
It's not as it's not as bad as it could have been then. Lots of shimmying involved.
Yeah, a lot of shimmying. Eventually, you make it back to your place. Daffodil does have a TV, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But slight problem. It's in the basement. So I think Daffodil will just like maybe carry Victrola upstairs and like just very like she doesn't want to leave this kid alone, but also it'd be very
yeah, she's not gonna
probably best if the kid doesn't go down there for now.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. It's chill. Just like she just like settles her down in the beanbag or something. Just says, "Okay, I'll be right back. I just need to grab the. I just need to grab the TV from downstairs. It's dusty down there. I wouldn't want you to get cough or something. Just let me just roll a quick deception check."
It doesn't matter what you roll. Victrola is in such emotional state that she's going to believe whatever you say.
Okay, but they just wanted to roll it anyway.
Yeah. Feel free. That's a 20 fucking 5. Even if she was in a good mental state, she wouldn't trust you anyways. But you see her nod, like she's holding herself, like in the sense of like slightly shaking a little bit. I don't think it takes you very long to head downstairs and grab the TV, although
yeah.
I don't know if you want to describe anything.
Maybe instead of setting her down on the like beanbag or something that she has, maybe it's on like the kitchen table or something, just for he-who reasons, but well, for plot reasons, because like she has to go down to the stairs and like that TV is heavy. She has to walk up 2 flights of stairs to put it. So I'm just gonna say that Victrola has a bit of time to just like sit there. And would you like to roll a perception check?
Yeah, sure. This is probably the first time Victrola's been up here, actually. If I had to guess.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably been in like the kitchen before to like while doing homework and stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's a 19.
That is a 19. That's a nice heckin' roll there.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let me just grab this. Alright. Well, firstly, probably the most obvious is, like, maybe you're like on the table, like, sitting on there, seems to be some sort of letter to someone. Like, just very quickly glancing at just passively glancing at the, like, text and stuff, looks like it was written to a friend. The name of which you catch being Bruce Tidbit, and roll a history check, actually.
Bruce Tidbit, okay. 1 second. That's a 13.
That's a 13.
It's a respectable number.
Fuck, the DC was a 15. Alright,
well, that's fine.
But the name sounds ever so slightly familiar, but you can't catch on why. Maybe it's on a TV show or something, you can't remember.
Maybe. She'll she stores a little bit of information away. It's in the back of her head now.
Let's see here. And other than that, you can just notice like just the various other things in the kitchen, and unlike the kitchen counter and stuff, not on the table, like the like the thing near the sink. I don't know, whatever you call it. I think it's pretty sure it's called a counter.
Mm-hmm.
Words English. The fuck is English?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just like kind of like out of all the other houseplants and stuff that are like seated there, one of them like catches your interest, being a being an iris flower of kind of it's like it's photorealistic, so it's like I'd imagine it being like 2D kind of, but it's like a photo picture of it, like a PNG.
Oh, that's actually really yeah, I like that actually. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a very nice purple color.
Yeah. I think with all of the plant life and all the stuff that you probably have around, um, plants have been known to have a calming effect on person. Victrola stops shaking just the tiniest amount, being
Yeah.
surrounded by all of this.
And yeah, after a bit, I'm just gonna roll a quick strength check here because. Let's see. I think I'll go with athletics because that has a slightly higher modifier. Where, okay, it's a +8.
An
Okay,
11. You passed.
Like, she like after a bit, like you just hear the like sliding, maybe just
scraping.
scraping. Devil just kind of just try to push the TV up the stairs.
Just that noise.
And eventually just as it like as it like sits straight on the ground. Devil gives a sigh. And probably takes a few breaths because that took a bit. Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
Sorry for taking so long. Just has to push the TV. It's a lot easier to push the TV like when it's not upstairs, but like you just push it like right in front of the couch.
Yeah. So Victrola helps you out. So pushing you right in front of the couch. And Victrola knows how to set up the VHS tape, or the VHS player. And it is at that point that Victrola looks inside the box and looks at all of the unlabeled tapes. Which one first? And you see inside there's about an specific insert specific number here. I don't know how long this is gonna go for, so we're just not gonna say specifically.
So just might grab a random one, or just like point to like just a random VHS tape.
Okay. These are Chinese latest memories. If any of them have anything, then it'll be these. It has to be. Okay, and she grabs. Oh, before we start, I should probably call TOC and Juniper. They were supposed to hang out with us tomorrow, and now they're gonna come back home and see. And she's beginning to like hyperventilate again because there's so much happening. There's so much happening for this kid.
Here, just here, breathe, calm down. Here, I can grab the telephone's right over there. I can just grab a stool so you can reach it. It's like just puts a reassuring hand on her shoulder again to just like hopefully help.
It does. She like
just not used to working with children, let alone hyperventilating ones.
Yeah. She sees you reach out and she just grabs and holds your hand. And as you guide her over to the phone, she puts in a number that she's very aware of by now, and begins calling, running down the situation. And there's probably a fucking speeding chicken and a dog on their way here, but right now, um, right now at this very moment, they are not here. So
Like, at some point, just smash cuts of just, just them just like speeding along the road, just like gas, 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 giving a step on the gas.
for such a angst filled FPS, this is gonna be a funny one. Anyways, with that done, Victrola finally reaches for the VHS tapes and places it in, and there's a bit of static which Victrola flinches at before the actual video begins playing. Um, y'all thought I wouldn't get to this kid trauma. It's fine. Anyways,
I'm pointing a gun at you, Jade.
anyways, um,
Actually, wait, before we start watching the VHS tapes, I might go
yes.
for like 2 minutes. I'll be back.
Oh,
Small
feel
break,
free,
folks.
please. This is perfect. I was about to fucking I was about to I was about to improv something out of my ass, and now I get time to think. Um, how's everybody doing tonight? How you doing, comment? I'm seeing those emojis right there. Those are pretty good emojis. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi, Talis. How's it going? Nice to see you here. Uh, I'm sure you have a lot of context for this. I don't know if you've actually been listening in on the Taunt family games. Yeah. Oh man. God, you were in that game with me. Fuck. I had forgotten about Pen. It's been so fucking long. Uh, but yeah, comment. Nice to see you. Nice you shouldn't have, yeah. Nice to see you with the emojis. Oh man. It's fine. The kid's fine. There's no underlying trauma. This hasn't been the worst 24 hours of her life. Well, actually, the worst 24 hours might have been when she found out her parents were dead, but that's understandable. Actually, no, those were actually pretty good 24 hours because Trini did not tell her for a full 24 hours before after he found out. He just took her out for ice cream and like basically fulfilled her day with a bunch of nice stuff.
Hey, return.
Oh, that's actually a really good
Let's
memory.
get this bread.
Yeah, let's get this bread.
This metaphorical bread.
Yeah, this metaphorical bread. So, um, it is a the VHS begins playing. The static, Victrola flinches, all of that jazz that I said before, and it is um, well, it's a bit weird because the height that we were expecting is not the height that we see. This is Trini at a very very early age, probably around uh, probably around age 6, if I had to guess. Um, it seems that he's wearing a small uniform, a blue one with a yellow stripe. The Campen uniform, strikingly familiar to Victrola's, uh, and he just seems to be doing good. Like hanging around, talking to people, doing things. It seems this memory bounces back and forth throughout the weeks of him staying at Camp Campen in themselves. And we see every single time he's just checking like a small little pocket watch that he takes out, which with a small perception check, if you will.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that's a +2, not a +3. But just imagine that's an 11 and not
That's
a 10.
an 11. With an 11, I'll give this to you. You see on the inscription of the pocket watch, at some point while Trini is not spinning it around, but more like just like fidgeting with it, he looks down upon it. And on the description in the back, you can see MHT. Um, but yeah, this seems to be a pretty relaxed memory of just Trini doing some outdoor activities and such of the like. And Victrola immediately pipes up and says like, I I know this one. This is Trini when he was a Campen. Uh, and she looks down at her own scarf, and her demeanor immediately changes a little bit. Um, I don't think they're gonna be opening again next year, so this might be the last one for a while.
Daffodil's just gonna put that piece of information in the back of her mind for later. Now is not the time to ask.
Yeah. It is it's not a very long memory. It seems like this was cut down to like the few like most memorable moments, which seems a bit weird because you know how that's not how memories work. Um, Memories don't function like that. You usually remember like things in large chunks of times. This was more like a clip show of Chinese best times at Camp Campen. Um, but yeah, that wasn't it. Why is this one unlabeled? Like this is a very young. This is Tiny when he was young.
Maybe he forgot?
He doesn't forget these things. Not anymore, at the very least. He used to.
I think like maybe after the video is finished, have them like take it out of the VHS player, put it to the side, and like just mentally keep note or like just try to remember to keep note that that one is camp memories, and to remind or to maybe like label it for him later.
Yeah. And it's not that hard. You could probably grab a small little marker and just say camp memories. It
Yeah, she probably does that.
Victrola also sends up says like another thing is I've seen those memories before, but they're not. That's not how Tiny formats his memories. He usually just does it by like the day, or if there's a very specific event that he wants to like revisit. He doesn't just do like clip shows. These are supposed to be Tiny's latest memories. Why are they like this? And Victrola reaches for another random VHS. Um, uh, and places it in. Do you have any questions?
No, not as far as I'm aware. Brain's doing some piecing together things, but Daffodil can't do that because she doesn't have contacts.
Yeah, that's fine. We see what's the next memory? This one is Tiny. From before his design change. This was seems to be around when he was early, like late teens. It seems to be. You see, like at some point, like he passes by a mirror, and you can see how old he actually is in that picture, and it's just he's slightly shorter than what he is now. He's not wearing his heels. He doesn't even have his tie, his like usual tie that he usually wears. Um, but he is passing by and heading into a small clinic, actually. Um, you see, I wasn't actually expecting to use this this early, but I am very glad I get to use this. Uh, we see him walk by, talk to the receptionist. This memory seems to be more in line with what Victrola was saying, where it's a very specific event that's just been noted down for whatever reason. And as he walks in, you see a doctor in the office that he walks into, and it is. Let me go get this artwork. You see Trini immediately say,
There he is.
Hi, Dr. Cam. Thank you for seeing me again. I've been having a bit of trouble with my memories again lately. I was hoping you could take a look at it, and you see Dr. Cam again. Yes, of course. I am the leading expert in your family's disease. So let me just take a small look. If you don't mind ejecting your current VHS tape, we can take a small bit and see what's going on there. And the video cuts from that and regains back up again. And at that point, it seems like the doctor's visit is over, and the doctor said that should have fixed it. It seems that you were putting the rewind features of your VHS tapes incorrectly, and make sure that you are not doing that. And Trini just says, "Thanks again, Doc," and shakes his hand and leaves, and the memory ends.
Did the cut thing again.
That one kind of makes sense. I mean, if the doctor was messing with Trini's VHS, then that means that part may have gotten lost.
She nods.
Or Trini took it out himself. I can't really
That
tell.
makes sense.
Yeah. I didn't know he was still having troubles with his memories. And Victrola passes over the VHS tape so you can put it on the stack with the other one. Oh man.
Like she might label it if it's unlabeled.
Yes, it is.
As just like doctor's visit.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm starting to imagine like a little stack of VHS tapes as a title card with all of the different labels, and this is.
Well, actually... I know what I'm drawing later.
But yeah, the next one that gets pulled up is slightly older, it seems, and so when Victrola pulls it, she's very like looking at it, but might as well look at them. Sometimes Tiny did overwrite some of his older tapes whenever he didn't have the resources to make newer ones, which does mean erasing some old memories, but that's beside the point. He does. She puts that one in, and this one you see is Tiny looking down at a small puddle, and you actually see. This is Tiny when he's like 4, like at his youngest self. The puddle on the screen shows him at a very much a different design, and allow me to actually go find it because it does exist.
The art I'm thinking of.
Yes, it's probably the art you're thinking of, but I might as well post it here.
Yeah.
This one right here.
It also make things more convenient when I edit it in later. Yeah.
There you go.
Child.
It's Tiny at 4, and he immediately looks up from the small little puddle that he was looking down at, just kind of like looking at himself in the reflection. And when he hears a voice, a pair of voices actually, calling out to him, saying, Tiny, get back up here. And you see Tiny looks back up, and there's 2 people atop a small little cliff. One of them is holding a small basket. the female one, specifically holding a small basket. She seems to be an object-headed tune. Both of them seem to be an object-headed tune. One of a canvas, and another one of a tape cassette recorder. Um, uh, Specifically, the Trini immediately goes back up, and upon turning around, you see a third figure. Uh, uh, on a small picnic blanket on the floor. It is another object head tune, one with a film camera for a head, and the video ends there. That's
Are those your parents?
Those were my parents. That was my grandfather. I never really got to meet him. I didn't. Shiny said he didn't really have many memories that went all the way this back. This was around the time when most of them were erased.
Guess one went through.
Yeah. And he passes that one over to you.
She labels it as
family picnic.
Family picnic.
Yeah.
Puts it on the stack.
The final tape is place. We're gonna say this is the final tape for now. It is placed upon the VHS recorder, and the static shows up again a little bit before it goes away, and it's tiny. And Victrola looks and looks at the recording, sees Tiny turn around, look up for a little bit, and Victrola's just there washing the dishes at their apartment. And Victrola's eyes scrunch a little bit, and she looks back and wait, this is right at the start of summer before I went off to Campen. And you see Trini is just with a broom, just brooming the floor, making sure to pick up any scraps. They both do small chores around the house. It is not particularly a very interesting memory in of itself. But that's before Victrola, in the memory, pipes up, and I don't exactly remember all of this at the very least. Victrola outside of the memory pipes up. She just says I don't exactly remember most of this. It was a really boring day. It was just the day before I went off to Campen. I don't know why Trini would have it as one of his memories. And the memory keeps going for a little bit. Eventually, they're doing more and more chores, tidying up the apartment, all doing all of that nice, fun house staff stuff that you have to get done before Victrola finally, without even looking at Trini, just says, "You know, you should just tell her, right?" And that immediately makes Triny's spine go forward, and he looks up and he says, "Victrola, you know I can't just do that. Why not?" And it is at that point that Victrola gets a little bit nervous and just says, "Wait, maybe we shouldn't finish this one."
If this is something like a private conversation, I could pause it or something, or I could.
Maybe for later. And she takes that one out.
All right.
Leaving it alone back in the box. Have you said anything?
Also, may I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe as you're pressing the pause button, maybe you accidentally bump into one of the other buttons on the TV or something, the one that like activates like the like to switch the channel or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like for a moment it switches to like this like what looks to be a very cozy looking talk show. It's just like it's a type of yeah, it's a talk show. I think the title might be on it called or like the title might be like somewhere on there. It's called wait, where did I put this? It's called Helpful Tidbits. And there seems to be like this UPA tune with very curly hair and with flowers in it, just and what seems to be a very small Muppet form talking about something before, like maybe you just realize that I accidentally switched the wrong thing and switch it back to like VHS, like the VHX,
You know what?
VHS functions.
Yeah. Yes. She accidentally she's fumbling with the remote, and because of tune logic, the remote just automatically connects to the TV and the VHS recorder. She presses a button and it switches over to that channel. She scrunches up a little bit before she switches back to the VHS option to turn it off. And it's at that point that you hear Trini just say the words, "I can't just tell daffodil," and it's that point that it pauses.
And just like Hermo just like staring, like eyes now dots for a moment, just like what?
Maybe we should just skip this one.
Wait, what was that?
Nope. Maybe we can skip. We can skip ahead. And she's just pressing the buttons at random.
Just like wait, can we just watch that one part? Just.
I'll say this, that she's so worried over this that she presses the play button again and it continues and it just says, "I can't just tell Daffodil that I like her," and that's what Trini says. And
Man, Daffodil has so many mixed emotions right now. She doesn't know if she should be happy right now because of that whole revelation, but right now isn't really the time, but also holy shit. It's just kind of sitting there.
okay, I didn't know this was that day. Uh, oh God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show you that. It's Chinese secret. It should have been him to tell you. I mean, I guess
Man, I am an idiot. She's just like still like she's just like not here for the moment. Just like man, how did I miss that?
I mean, to be fair, you're kind of both. And you know what? Victrola doesn't finish that sentence.
I don't think Daffodil even notices it.
Yeah, valid. She goes to continue playing the tape because at this point, words are out, and it's just trying to say like, she's wonderful and amazing and lovely, and I can't just tell her like that. It's not that easy. Why? Why isn't it that easy? I mean, you say it all, and it cuts at that point. To Trini, looking in the mirror. He looks deadly serious. There's a small crack on his screen. This is definitely their bathroom mirror. And he's looking directly at basically at himself, and in a way looking at you, and thus he says, "You're watching this, and I'm really sorry. Victrola, I really hope you weren't the one who found this. I really hope that somebody came in and checked the house before you came in. I'm sorry. you didn't get picked up. I couldn't pick you up from school, and there is a small there's a small thundering something landed up on metal. I don't have a lot of time. I need to get the hell out of here. But I got into something I shouldn't have, and he hits the back of his head, and I don't have a lot of time. I have to leave. Okay. If you see this, don't follow me. Okay. Don't try to find me. Don't do anything. And he just cries and just says, I love you, okay? Stay safe. And it is at that point that you hear a window crash and Trine cuts the feed. And Victrola is just sitting there holding the remote. The video ends, and when VHS is in, and this static just hits, and even Victrola doesn't flinch at that. How does Daffodil feel?
Well, probably a little horrified by that, but also, how do I say this? She's thinking about something right now. And just, just, maybe probably... She never got a glance of who broke the window, so I guess she can't really...
It was,
yeah, no.
he was in the bathroom when it happened. He was about,
no real glimpse of who it was, just kind of...
Yeah. Again, I will repeat it again, that he looked ragged. He had a small crack on his screen, and when he was talking, he just hit the back of his neck like something had just stung him. And he said, well, what equates to a goodbye.
Yeah, if Victrola even took a glance at Daffodil right now, you don't need an insight check to see her throughout this whole thing, Daffodil has been relatively I think probably at some point Victrola picked up that Daffodil changed his color with with how she's feeling. She was a bit of a darker shade for most of this, and just generally a little desaturated. Now, no, there's probably no color left right now. Just looking.
You see Victrola, you hear from your side an immediate.
Daffodil snapped back to reality with those noises just to give Victrola a hug.
She just leaves in. Is there anything else you wanted to get done?
Well, Daffodil's probably first gonna say, I'll find him. Okay? Just in the most calm voice she can muster, which isn't very, but...
Yeah.
And... yeah, but... I won't say this is the end of the FPS, because I wanted to do one more thing.
Go ahead.
That I forgot to do earlier.
If you wanted to say that Victrola has fallen somewhat asleep now, probably crying in your arms, and just fell asleep on the couch.
Alright, yeah, Daffodil might just pick her up and kind of maybe move her somewhere else to just like maybe a little better place to sleep, but like somewhere like not in the living room.
Yeah.
Just so yeah, like maybe she picks up just like puts her in her bed for now so then like she can sleep maybe a Mr. Plops or something, the frog that I keep forgetting to mention that she has. To just kind of
Mr. Plop Mr. Plop plops up there and just snuggles up and she just hugs him.
yeah. And Daffodil goes over to back to the living room and makes a call. And actually, do you want to roll to see if Victrola has woken up from the movement yet? Like maybe a perception or something, or a con to wake up.
Well,
Or like see if she's still asleep.
I honestly, with how much she has gone through today, I don't think she wakes up. If you want to say it for the audience, feel free. But like,
yeah,
I legitimately.
Let's just say for the audience only, you get to hear this.
Yeah.
So the camera pans over back to Daffodil as she picks up the phone, dialing it, like dialing number, waiting, and then after they pick up, she said, like now in a like color is changing to something much darker. Now a bit of color restored, but it's like she's like a very dark, like yellow color. AKA she's fucking pissed right now.
Yeah.
As she calls and says, "I thought we had a deal. Don't act dumb with me. Just tell me what I did wrong already and give me back my." Oh. Oh, this isn't you, is it? Okay. Sorry for doubting you. And click. Puts the phone back, and that's where we're ending this up. Yes, folks!
Oh, that's a good one, baby. That's a good one.
But yeah.
All right, I am going to stop recording for now.
Bye, folks.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Bye, folks.